87 faculty and non-teaching staff. The institute is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, including smart classrooms, research laboratories, hostels, health centers, and a sports complex. Having successfully graduated 3 batches of BSMS students, ICFPAM aims to foster a creative academic environment, promoting diversity, gender equality, and balance.
It's a very joyous occasion. The faculty, staff, and students have this wonderful moment to hold on to for the rest of their lives. ICFPAM is going great strides in various branches, primarily in science and mathematics, and in future we also hope to open computer science and humanities.
Beyond national boundaries, Parampur, the renowned silk city, has evolved into a vibrant educational hub. Home to the youngest gem among the 7 Indian institutes for science, education and research, ICERs. ICFPAM, nestled against the stunning backdrop of the Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats, on a sprawling 200-acre campus. The institute was established in 2016 as an institute of national importance by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Endowed with a budget of 773.76 crore rupees, Parampur's permanent campus in Lodigaon in Odisha's Ganjam district was announced by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in December 2018.
ओडिशा के विकास के लिए समर्पित भाव से काम करने का हमारा संकल्प आज एक और अहम पड़ाव पर पहुंचा है। बरहामपुर में इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च, इसका भी काम शुरू होने वाला।
Guided by the vision of providing holistic development of outstanding human resources and fostering cutting-edge scientific learning and research, the institute received unwavering support from the Honorable Minister for Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan. ICFPAM seamlessly integrates education with research, offering BSMS dual degree, integrated PhD programs and postdoctoral research training in diverse fields. With a current strength of 932 students and 87 faculty and non-teaching staff, the institute is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, including smart classrooms, research laboratories, hostels, health centers, and a sports complex. Having successfully graduated 3 batches of BSMS students, ICFPAM aims to foster a creative academic environment, promoting diversity, gender equality, and balance.
It's a very joyous occasion. The faculty, staff, and students have this wonderful moment to hold on to for the rest of their lives. ICFPAM is going great strides in various branches, primarily in science and mathematics, and in future we also hope to open computer science and humanities.
Beyond national boundaries, the institute attracts international collaboration hosting young scientists from foreign universities and encouraging student researchers to explore cutting-edge scientific fields. 15 out of 29 buildings valued at 263.79 crore rupees are now operational, propelling ICER Burampur towards its envisioned future, a beacon of knowledge, innovation, and global collaboration for the betterment of the nation, humanity, and the planet.
Good morning, everyone. Those who are seated, please be seated, and those who are standing, kindly find some seats. We'll be starting in another couple of minutes. I request you to kindly put off your mobile phones.
Burampur, the renowned silk city, has evolved into a vibrant educational hub. Home to the youngest gem among the 7 Indian institutes for science, education and research, ICERs. ICER Burampur, nestled against the stunning backdrop of the Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats, on a sprawling 200-acre campus. The institute was established in 2016 as an institute of national importance by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Endowed with a budget of 773.76 crore rupees, Burampur's permanent campus in Lodigaon in Odisha's Ganjam district was announced by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in December 2018.
ओडिशा के विकास के लिए समर्पित भाव से काम करने का हमारा संकल्प आज एक और अहम पड़ाव पर पहुंचा। बरहामपुर में इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च, इसका भी काम शुरू होने वाला।
Guided by the vision of providing holistic development of outstanding human resources and fostering cutting-edge scientific learning and research, The institute received unwavering support from the Honorable Minister for Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan. ICFPAM seamlessly integrates education with research, offering BSMS dual degree, integrated PhD programs and postdoctoral research training in diverse fields. With a current strength of 932 students and 87 faculty and non-teaching staff, the institute is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities including smart classrooms, research laboratories, hostels, health centers, and a sports complex. Having successfully graduated 3 batches of BSMS students, ICFPAM aims to foster a creative academic environment, promoting diversity, gender equality, and balance.
It's a very joyous occasion. The faculty, staff, and students have this wonderful moment to hold on to for the rest of their lives. ICFPAM is going great strides in various branches, primarily in science and mathematics, and in future we also hope to open computer science and humanities.
Beyond national boundaries, the institute attracts international collaboration, hosting young scientists from foreign universities and encouraging student researchers to explore cutting-edge scientific fields. 15 out of 29 buildings valued at 263.79 crore rupees are now operational, propelling ICFPAM towards its envisioned future, a beacon of knowledge, innovation, and global collaboration for the betterment of the nation, humanity, and the planet.
Good morning, everyone. I, Selvi, from the Department of Biological Sciences, and on behalf of the local organizing committee and the entire organizing committee, welcome you all to Berhampur, Odisha, to the 16th ICFPAM conference. It's really a privilege, a honor, and a pleasure to host you here in Berhampur. I would not take a lot of time trying to explain what this conference is because you will be listening to it from our dignitaries very soon. So as I said, you had a warm welcome to Odisha right at the entrance. We're going to treat you with another flavor of Odisha. So we are going to have 2 performers, young performers, upright from ICFPAM. We're going to introduce you to the classical dance form of Odisha, Odissi. So over to you, Pratyasha and Pratiksha.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jagannath जय जय देव जय जय देव मधुरा नरक विनाश हरि मधुरा नरक विनाश जय जय देव जय जय देव हरि जनका सुता भूषण हरि जनका सुता भूषण गीता भूषण गीता भूषण हमारे समाने समिता समाने समिता जय जय देव जय 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 देव जय देव हरे श्री जय देव कुरुते मुदं कुरुते मुदं मङ्गलमूर्तिं जय जय देव जय जय
Thank you, Pratyasha and Pratiksha, for that really wonderful, excellent, fantastic performance. So what you witnessed just now, the grace and the beauty, was actually a form of invocation. So welcome to the land of Lord Jagannath. So this was a song, a tribute to Lord Krishna and the eternal love between Lord Krishna and Radha. So this verse, it's a lyrical verse from the poem Gita Govinda, written by a 12th century poet, Lord Jayadeva. And what you just witnessed was actually a divine form of expressing love and various emotions, which I'm sure you all witnessed by the way they were performing. So we'll take a couple of minutes. I think they are nearly done. With this segment, we are actually going to move on to the actual inaugural ceremony. So we're now going to invite the dignitaries to please come up on stage and take up the seats, and which will be followed up by a felicitation. So, yeah, sorry, we had to rearrange the stage because we thought we couldn't be in Odisha and start off just with a formal inauguration. We needed an inauguration with a little bit of flavor of Odisha culture. So, may I now start inviting our dignitaries to please come up on stage. Are we done? Sorry. So, by the way, this is a homecoming for the ICFPAM conference. It's the 16th ICFPAM conference. The first one was organized in New Delhi in 1991. So after nearly 3 decades, it's back to India. So it's really a moment to mark this returning back to India. So I think we are nearly, I think this is a last minute finesse that you're seeing in rearranging the place. We now request our dignitaries to please come up on stage. So we start with our chief guest of honor today, Ms. Anugarg. Ma'am, could you please come up on stage? Can we welcome her with a good big round of applause? We also welcome our gracious host, Professor Gitanjali Das, the Vice Chancellor of Berhampur University. We now invite Professor Paras Prasad, all the way from USA, who is now joining us on the dais, to please come up on stage. We now welcome Professor Scott Weber to please come and join us on stage. We now welcome Professor Hirendranath Ghosh from NISA Bhubaneswar, Director NISA Bhubaneswar, to please come and join us on stage. We welcome Professor Ramanuj Narayan, Director CSR IMT, to please come and join us on stage. And finally, last but not the least, we welcome Director ISA Berhampur, Professor Ashok Ganguly, to please come up on stage. We'll have a short round of felicitation. Again, this is how we do it in India. So, sir, I would request Professor Ashok Ganguly to kindly felicitate our dignitaries who are on stage. We'll start with our Chief Guest of Honor, Ms. Anugarg. Ma'am, we're really honored to have you amongst us. So this is a memento representing Odisha. And the shawl. That's again very characteristic of the rich heritage of Odisha. By the way, if you do have some spare time, you should go shopping. We now request Professor Ashok Ganguly to please felicitate our gracious host, Professor Gitanjali Das, Vice Chancellor, Berhampur University. Ma'am, thank you so much for actually putting up this whole show here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We now request Professor Ashok Ganguly to kindly felicitate Professor Paras Prasad, who's also been a very strong driving force in the entire planning of this conference. Thank you, Professor Prasad. Thank you, Professor Ganguly. We now request Professor Ganguly to kindly felicitate Professor Scott Weber, the Provost of the University of Buffalo, USA. We are really delighted to have you here amidst us in the conference. Thank you, Professor Weber. Thank you, Professor Ganguly. We now request Professor Ganguly to kindly felicitate Professor Hirendranath Ghosh, Director, NISA Bhubaneswar. So you all know that this is happening in Berhampur, but we've had support all across from Bhubaneswar. So much of our local organizing committee also have members from Bhubaneswar. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Ganguly. Now we request Professor Ganguly to kindly felicitate Professor Ramanuj Narayan, Director, CSIR IMT, again from across Bhubaneswar, who's joining us here. And finally, I request Professor Paras Prasad to kindly felicitate Professor Ganguly. Because what you see today is actually tireless efforts that started off from last year. Thank you, Professor Paras Prasad, and thank you, Professor Ganguly. Hope we keep seeing more conferences this side of the country. So we'll start off the program, but with a small lamp lighting, because in India, we initiate everything with the proceeding of a lamp lighting because it's supposed to dispel darkness and welcome light and warmth. May I request all the dignitaries to please head up to the lamp. Dr. Rahul Sharma will help you with the candle. And I request you to initiate this entire event by lighting the lamp. Thank all the dignitaries. I think we'll get started with the proceedings. So we would now like to invite Professor Ashok Ganguly to provide the welcome address. Sir, please.
Good morning. It's a great pleasure for me to invite all of you to this beautiful city of Berhampur, and my great thanks go to our chief guest, Ms. Anugarg, who is the Development Commissioner of the Government of Odisha. She is very busy, and I'm very thankful to her, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. And that day was pre-cyclone day. I remember when I met you in the office, he was the chief minister and all, entire machinery was in Bhubaneswar in the secretariat. And she actually still found time to come out and meet me, because everybody involved with administration was at that time in one office to handle the cyclone which was impending. I'm thankful for your time. So I also really thank all the foreign dignitaries and speakers and all the participants, and I believe some postdocs have also come, for having made it a point to come to this town of southern Odisha, which you know is not right now amenable by air travel, but soon the government of the central government and the state government are making the airfield larger so that aircrafts of, I think, 80-seater will land. I don't know exact time, but I was told maybe in 1 year's time it will be running. So I think there is going to be a lot of connectivity. I also heard that when the new government took over, the first decision by the finance minister of the government of India was to sanction 400 crores for the Eastern Corridor. Am I right, man? I think something like that came in the newspaper. So that Eastern Corridor actually should run right near this. So there are a lot of things happening. This place will really get developed. We are having connections to the highway. Many things are going, and so the local population will get developed. It's a beautiful place. Actually, I live, my place where I live, I'm literally alone with all fields around, and there are beautiful birds, especially in November, December, January. It's a real nice place. So ICER Berhampur is the youngest of the 7 ICERs, and it was set up in 2016 with a total valuation of around 2,000 crores, 1,600 crores for the main campus and around 300 crores for the transit campus. And it is an institute of national importance. There are 7 ICERs in our country, and like 23 IITs of our country. They are like the gems in science, like we have the gems in technology, which are the IITs. So this institute has great potential. It's in its youth, not even youth, I would say adolescence, and great things are expected. And we have some very fine faculty and great laboratories with ultra low temperature physics, high energy physics, structural biology, genetics, evolutionary biology, and many things. I don't have the list with me, but whatever is in my area, all those very sophisticated equipment like cryo-EM, UHV-STM, all those machines are currently being installed, and a lot of faculty are hired for that. We have specialists. Most of them have done their work abroad and are trained abroad and have come back to the country. So I want to say that this conference is the 16th conference, and when Paras asked me, can you do it? The same challenge I was given in 2014 when I was in Mohali, the founding director, and the National Nano Mission asked me, can you do its annual meeting in Mohali? We had no campus. I was working out of a Punjab government transit accommodation, and Professor Hiren Ghosh knows about it, and some of the faculty who have visited. There are people from Institute of Nanoscience and Technology. But I took that challenge in 2014, and we did the international meeting of nanoscience and nanotechnology in conjunction with Punjab University. And here I must say, Berhampur University, we have great cooperation. So I want to thank Srimati Gitanjali Das. We have great collaboration, and of course, being, it's smaller in terms of faculty, but they have a huge strength. But I think the faculty strength will go up very soon, ma'am was telling. And but it's a beautiful campus. I like the campus, and we have got a lot of cooperation from Berhampur University. 1.5 years I have spent in this in this area, and for anything which I need, something the university campus, we have got the help and cooperation of Professor Gitanjali Das, very nice person, and we have a very good cooperation. And all their faculty are allowed to use our machines in our campus, and transit campus and their campus is hardly 15 minutes drive. So thank you, madam, for this cooperation. And we further want to build on this in southern Odisha. Like Odisha, mainly most of the things are Bhubaneswar and above, Cuttack, Bhubaneswar. They have all Ravenshaw University, Cuttack University. We want to build the southern Odisha culture. Can we build a innovation center here? Can we build an incubator? And all those things are things in our mind. We want to build marine ecology and things like that. Berhampur University already has a program in marine science and all that. So marine ecology, critical minerals, geology, because the Eastern Ghats are very close. It's a great place to do this kind of research. Ecology, evolutionary biology, and many things which are naturally available as a resource around this place. So if you are interested, it has the phenomenon of the annual migration of turtles, for which the entire world comes to Odisha to see at the mouth of the river Rishitulya with the Bay of Bengal. It's an annual event, and they are radio tagged and they are followed all over the world. The turtles come from Indonesia and many other places, and then they will lay eggs there. It's a beautiful phenomenon, and lakhs and lakhs of turtles will come, lay eggs, go back, the eggs will hatch, the hatchlings will go back to the sea. It's a beautiful phenomenon. If you have a chance, you should come for that. That happens normally in February. I really want to not go further in general, but to tell that this meeting is of great significance. India is very strong in material science, in the top 10 in the world. I don't know the right number now, but sometime it was 9. I don't know the exact number. And it's doing very well, especially with the semiconductor mission. India is putting a lot of money to make fab labs in India, in Gujarat and Odisha and Assam. These are the 3 states where the government has already announced a large chunk of money to build modern fab labs, and with collaboration with the Taiwanese company, I forget which company it is, but Micron is a big player, and Micron, I think one of the key scientist and engineer is going to come and give a talk. We have a special semiconductor session. Like that, AI has taken over the world. We had a special AI session yesterday. It's a fantastic session. All of you who were here, we had a great session on AI in education and industry. Sometimes scary, but I don't know if anyone is here, you can tell, and other people, what the world is going to witness is unbelievable. And what came out of the meeting is you have to learn AI, like mathematics or statistics, is part of every subject. It will be a part of every subject. AI is not a subject by itself. So all that came out of the meeting yesterday, wonderful things ahead. But the special sessions we had, AI in education and industry. We have a special session on semiconductor mission of India, in which top people like Professor Ram Gopal Rao, who is an Infosys awardee, he has all awards of this country, and he is currently Group Vice Chancellor of the BITS group of institutions based in Pilani, but there are 5 campuses. He's going to give a talk. And then Vice Chancellor Gati Shakti University, new university formed at Ahmedabad by the Prime Minister. He is going to give a talk on semiconductor manufacturing. Professor Karmalkar, who is director of IIT Bhubaneswar, himself a semiconductor person, is going to come and chair the session. Going to be another fantastic session. And I said, people from Micron will come and they are going to give a talk here. So fantastic sessions ahead. I want to close by thanking all my friends and fellow directors in Bhubaneswar. Another director was supposed to come, Professor Hiren Ghosh, Professor Ramanuj, Professor Vavia, who is director ICT in Bhubaneswar. He unfortunately had a medical, I don't know, he has something, he has to go to Bombay and he is under some treatment. That's what, he was supposed to be here. So I'm very thankful to all the my panelists here and who are in the dais, and off the dais, my faculty and my students and all the local organizing committee who have taken so much pains to organize this meeting. Like, it is not our campus, and to do outside things, I know what it takes. And so you won't believe, I have been sleeping only 4 hours last 6 weeks, because we have to handle from Bhubaneswar traffic and people flying from Kuala Lumpur, flying from US. Of course, they came to Hyderabad first. So lots of arrangements. It went off very smoothly. A lot of faculty, even my earlier known students who are in Javanshah University and some students from NIT, Raurkela, they came to Bhubaneswar and they saw that everything runs well and people are good. So I thank all those younger colleagues of mine who have put in a lot of effort to make this event successful. And I want to put Berhampur on the world map. This is one of I did one meeting last year, November, when I had just joined in 3 months, and that was a smaller one. This is the one, but I want to do things like that, bring top-notch people and make Berhampur on the world map. Thank you very much.
We request our AV team to please display a message from Linus Pauling, Professor Bharat Ratna, Professor CNR Rao FRS.
Also was the advisor to the Prime Minister, for 3 Prime Ministers, and also the Bharat Ratna. Also happens to be my supervisor, and maybe supervisor of many faculty here, for younger faculty. He has sent a message, and he is a material science person. Unfortunately, he is now plus 90, and he cannot move around too much. And he says that I'm delighted that the ICFPAM Berhampur has organized the 16th International Conference on Frontiers of Polymers and Advanced Materials during 9 to 13 November. I note that the conference is a multidisciplinary international forum on material science and new findings in polymers and advanced materials worldwide, and their impact on new technologies, technology transfer, international collaborations, and joint ventures, and to promote the growth of scientific and technical infrastructure in the field of polymers and advanced material technology. It's nice that conference includes Nobel laureate lectures, interactive forum on AI, and international funding opportunities and tutorials on various techniques for the benefit of young researchers. I am sure that participants will get an opportunity to interact with the scientists from India and abroad. I congratulate the organizers for organizing this important conference. I wish all the best for the participants. I wish the conference success. So I just missed 2 things, which is there in the letter. There's a special session on international funding opportunities. US Army Office they're sending a representative. The US Embassy is sending a representative. And the US Air Force Office was also supposed to send, but they could not make it at the last time. And we have other speakers from the Brazilian side, Professor Anderson Gomes, who is also their BRICS representative. BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So he is also going to speak. And I think Kemper Lewis will speak in that, right? Or Scott, one of them, in that session. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ganguly, for that welcome address and setting the tone of the meeting. We now request our gracious host, Vice Chancellor, Berhampur University, Professor Gitanjali Das, to provide a welcome address.
Good morning to one and all present here in this hall. Esteemed Chief Guest, Madam Anu Garg, Development Commissioner, Government of Odisha. Esteemed Director, ISER, Professor Ashok Kumar Ganguly. Respected Professor Paras Prasad from Buffalo, USA. Esteemed Professor H.N. Ghosh, Director, NISER, Bhubaneswar. Esteemed Professor Ramanuj Narayan, Director, CSIR IMMT, Bhubaneswar. Revered Professor A. Scott Weber from Buffalo, USA. Distinguished delegates, resource persons, speakers, invited guests, faculty and students of ISER, faculty and students of Barampur University, press and media. On behalf of Barampur University and on my personal behalf, I welcome you all of you to this 16th International Conference on Frontiers of Polymers and Advanced Materials. I feel extremely delighted with all academic leaders from different parts of the country and across the globe. I congratulate Professor Ashok Kumar Ganguly, Director, ISER, Barampur, for organizing such a big conference in this university. I also congratulate Professor Paras Prasad as the key person to make this mega event happen. The objective of the conference is to highlight the advances and the new findings in polymers and advanced materials worldwide and their impact on new technologies. It will foster international collaborations and joint ventures. I'm happy to learn that the conference features over 10 plenary speakers, 25 keynote speakers, and 45 invited speakers, including 2 Nobel laureates. Barampur University, established in 1967 in the name of an Odia legendary poet Upendra Bhanja, a venerable institution with 58 years of service to the state. It's a state public university. It has played a pivotal role in India's national development. With a geographical area of around 250 acres, the Barampur University campus is bestowed with mosaic habitats inland inland water bodies, freshwater marshes, agricultural land, plantation area, grassland, open field, moderate forest patches, and human habitation. The university campus is represented by abundant natural resources, especially its inland water bodies, woodlands, and casuarina patches. The university campus is represented by its rich flora and fauna. More than 100 species of birds and 30 species of snakes enrich the faunal resources of the campus. Nestled near the Bay of Bengal, the university has undergone a transformative journey, achieving remarkable milestones. It fosters a culture of cutting-edge interdisciplinary research, multifaceted projects, both research and consulting, and innovative pedagogy. In line with the recent implementation of the NEP across the state, Barampur University is undergoing a rejuvenation guided by NEP principles. The university actively fosters research and collaborations, signing memorandum of understanding. We have an MOU with ISER also. Even Professor Ganguly arrived, even before Professor Ganguly arrived here. With other universities, autonomous bodies, NGOs, and consulting firms. To equip students for the global stage, university recently partnered with the Association of Commonwealth Universities for the Ocean Country Partnership Program. 8 students receive fellowship under this program in the Department of Marine Science. Barampur University holds the distinction of being the only university in the state to offer a DBT-sponsored Master of Science program in biotechnology with a fellowship support for students. The Department of Marine Science is the only center in Eastern region, which is very old. It is for the last 40 years, it is working in this region. The university boasts 2 esteemed Center of Excellence, the Center of Excellence in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology for sensor development, and the Center of Excellence on bioprospecting of ethanopharmaceuticals in South Odisha, offering exceptional collaborative opportunities for faculty and researchers. Recognizing the research as the cornerstone of institutional excellence, The university provides institutional fellowship and to doctoral fellows, seed fundings to the beginners and early career faculty members, and travel grants for attending conferences and all. It also houses a highly productive human resource development center recognized under the Malavya Mission Teacher Training Center of a program of the UGC. The university prioritizes continuous professional development by organizing capacity building programs for university and affiliated colleges, college faculty members. In collaboration with Association of Indian Universities, the university established Academic and Administrative Development Center, AADC, in collaboration with AIU, to enhance the skill of non-teaching staff. The AADC AIU has successfully conducted 12 programs. Since 2022, the university has implemented an internal research scholars conclave to cultivate research-oriented thinking among scholars and promote competitiveness, igniting their scholarly pursuits. The university fosters a strong social service ethos through its national service scheme activities, aligning with the mission of net zero carbon emission. The university departments organize green drives to plant various medicinal herbs. The university also has solar system, rainwater harvesting, and vermicompost units as a sustainable practice. Berhampur University faculty members have secured research grants from prestigious agencies like ICSSR, DST, DBT, and Government of Odisha, and they have undertaken 59 research projects with 500 crores rupees of extramural funding. Faculty members have 11 patents and 3 significant discoveries. Notably, the university received 2 crores rupees from ICSSR for a longitudinal long-term study on human-animal conflict in the entire eastern region within Odisha state this year. I sincerely hope all will enjoy the campus and its natural beauty, which has a rich flora and fauna. I welcome all of you once again and wish success for this conference. Jai Jagannath, Bande Utkal Janam.
Thank you, Professor Daj, for opening the campus to us and for that really inspiring note on where Berhampur University is, and we hope this collaboration continues. We now invite Professor Paras Prasad, Senior Distinguished Professor from the University at Buffalo, USA, to say a few words and also highlight the origin of this conference. Please, sir.
Namaskar. Good morning. Wow, what an electrifying opening ceremony to enlighten us and inspire us. So thanks, Ashok, for this very colorful opening for our international guests. Certainly, it is a unique event. Thank you for that. This ICFPAM is very close to my heart because we started this conference in 1991, more than 3 decades ago. And guess where? As the opening statement was made, the birthplace is India, Delhi. Okay? So it's a homecoming for this conference. We started this conference with a goal of bringing together the diverse materials community who make materials to enable new technology to be developed, and engineers and technologists and the industrialists who would explore the applications. So it was materials and technology of the global community. Our vision was that this conference should make a difference. And, you know, it has made a difference. It has rotated in different parts of the world and gone to the regions where it would make a difference. And India during that time also has flourished to become really a world power in science. So our hope is that this conference coming to Berhampur will make a difference. And guess what? The arrival of Professor Ashok Ganguly as director has already made a difference in this region. Thanks, Ashok. And he talked to me and said, I want to bring this conference over here with this global community to make a difference. I should say not make a difference, but add and amplify what he already initiated over here. So that's one thing. Second thing is that our vision was that we will bring the international community to work with this belief of science without border, okay? And it actually has done that. And this meeting in itself, we have more than 15 countries represented, including some countries which are politically at odds with each other. But we as a scientist are united to work towards one earth, one humankind. So I think that I'm very gratified with that. And I must thank our chief guest. It's not that often we have such a high-level administrator. It takes time from her busy schedule to come and inspire us all and convey the message. Academia and science play an important role in our society. So thank you so much. And then I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Berhampur University. I visited her campus last year, and I was very, very happy to find her support. And thank you so much. At that time, this campus was still in making, and I looked at these facilities and I said, well, could it be improved in this way? And she said, don't worry about it. Everything will be taken care of. And indeed, they were taken care of. So thank you so much for that. So I have my friend, Professor W.E. Murner, Nobel laureate, waiting. It's a night time over there. I promised him we will be on time. So let me conclude by saying that I hope for our international delegates, they will find this conference culturally rewarding and scientifically enriching, and I thank you all. Coming from abroad and traveling to Berhampur is not so easy. So I thank you all for enduring at least the suffering coming from Bhubaneswar to over here in car and in the roads with the water buffalo on the side, and a highway, walking through and going through. Sometimes you will witness the herd of, sheep, So anyway, I thank you all for that. And I thank Professor Ganguly for his leadership and his vision. And of course, your very warm friendship and warm hospitality to all of us. And for Indian scientists over here, who are here, many of them very close friends of mine, I hope that this will provide you with the opportunity to engage in discussions across disciplines and across, countries divide, and explore collaboration. There is a great opportunity for that. And for students, science and technology still is a very important area. We have global challenges in energy, healthcare, environment, and there we can address, you can make a difference. So I hope you would also learn from this. There was great tutorials yesterday. We have meetings focused on themes. Please benefit and don't be afraid to talk to any of us. Don't think we are not intimidating figures. We are also have gone through your stage. So please talk to us and discuss. So I think with that, I like to conclude. Dhanyabad. Thank you. I would also cannot stop without thanking all the student volunteers who have worked tirelessly, many of them waiting long hours at Bhubaneswar Airport. So thank you all, thank the staff over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Paras Prasad, and I hope we'll all take that note and make the best use of this conference. We would now like to invite Professor Hirendranath Ghosh, Director, NISA Bhubaneswar, to give some remarks regarding the conference.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. On the dais and off the dais, I'm very happy to be here. I must tell you that Professor Ashok Ganguly, I must thank you because he's such a maverick scientific leader. When he was the director of INST, 2015, he organized ICONSAT, such a huge conference, a lot of foreign speakers, big stalwarts, scientific personality came from India also. And such a great interaction, I saw that, and he's doing the same thing here. I mean, I must congratulate you. And on the dais, Anugarg ma'am, I mean, such a big administrative person, the best part of this state I have seen, because I'm a director of NISA, very easily you can get the administrative people in this state, which is unlike other states. That's what I feel actually. And what I found that the chief minister and their officials, every time they're ready to solve the issues what the institute faced. When the Institute of either Beharampur or NISA started actually, all kind of minimum problem comes because the state initially did not have many big institutes. Eventually it comes up. So the chief minister and also the other administrative officer, they always help us. And that's the most important. And that's why I come from NISA. There we are also establishing medical cyclotron, and also we have our cancer hospital. And you won't believe how much the institute, they're getting help from the chief minister, their funding, and also the administrative officer. I must thank you. Okay, so today the conference, which has been, it's a very close to my heart, the subject itself. I'm myself a material scientist, but I do not do exactly only synthesis or characterization or their properties. Beyond that I do. And I am an ultrafast spectroscopist, where you find a lot of interesting properties which to optimize any kind of devices, whether a solar cell, photodetectors, or any kind of catalytic devices. If you want to improve, you should know the mechanistic aspect, and I play that part. So what, scientific collaboration is very much important, and that's what I have learned. And this conference, when I came, I'm just looking for different kind of material, what people are making it, what kind of properties, and eventually those material, I can collaborate with them, and I can also do some ultrafast studies and give a solution for the devices. This is very, very important. And I must tell you, the students, faculty, both Beharampur University and either Beharampur, they must interact all the people here. We read paper, Nature, Science, JACS, we just see their names. Here you have a great opportunity to interact with them, listen their lectures, and it's such a big opportunity, I cannot believe it. I must thank Professor Ganguly and Vice Chancellor either Beharampur. I mean, such kind of conference when you organize, it helps the students, which is basically the future of this country. The world is facing all kind of problem, and India has more problem because our population, but at the same time, that's also benefited us because number of young people in this country much higher. So it is our responsibility to teach them and bring in that standard so that we can eventually be global leader. I'm not going to tell much because already it is 10 o'clock. So I must thank again either Beharampur and Beharampur University Vice Chancellor ma'am and Director Ashok Ganguly to organize such a great conference. And I'm sure coming couple of days, all of you will enjoy. And the weather becomes day by day to be too good. November, December, January, February, the best part in this country is Odisha. The flora and fauna, if you see, and I can tell you, you should enjoy this place after the conference. Other than your scientific session, you must interact with the nature also, so that you will enjoy more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ghosh. In biology, we keep saying something as a niche, and I think this conference actually provides that niche of people working across different disciplines. We would now invite Professor Ramanj Narayan, Director CSR IMMT, to say a few words and kickstart the conference.
Jai Jagannath, and a very good morning to all of you. The dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, all the delegates and the organizing committee members, press and media. Only one word I can tell, that Professor Ganguly, because we know him since long, the love, affection and care in the hospitality and bringing people across the globe to Berhampur is a very, very commendable job, and it has not happened in one day. It is last 10 months, day-to-day proceeding, and the equal support by the Vice Chancellor of Berhampur University. Every day I used to get message, this is this is that, and I told you, he is not putting, if he is in Delhi, he is thinking Berhampur. And the Sone Per Suhaga, that is called, and that is Anugarh. That the development commissioner, just see, she has not come here as a chief guest. She has come here with a development mission. That's why she accepted to come here, because I know it is very difficult to come out from Bhubaneswar, because this is the corridor where Samrat Ashok is building such a good empire in Berhampur. So, and the industry is coming here. This is the industrial corridor. This is the linkage which is going to fetch Odisha very, very much, because this is the linkage of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. And this is going to be industrial, and Dr. Sondri is here, hydrogen corridor, all are in offering, and so that's why it is an indirect mission of Anugarg Madam. So in future, you will not have any problem. Already flight has been started. So somebody, if you want to drive, it is a beautiful part that you can see the birds, then you come to the knowledge that from you take some knowledge from Berhampur, go to our ICFPAM, and then go to Vizag for the Vizag University and all the institutions. So this is the future of Odisha. So thank you, madam, for coming. And for all the visionary leadership, I can tell you, the support what I echo, Professor Hirendra Ghosh, the type of support, the type of respect and cooperation we got from Odisha administration, this is very, very commendable. And I have never seen before that this type of involvement I do happen to go there. Coming to the subject area, not only the flora and fauna, minerals, and if this conference has been brought by Professor Ganguly here, we represent Institute of Minerals and Material Technology. This is the 60th year of existence of CSIR IMMT, and I do invite all of you that due to elections, our Diamond Jubilee closing ceremony has not happened, that we are going to have very soon. So I do invite all of you. The materials, this is the paradise of materials. Our thinking has to be different, and Odisha has everything. It is going to the highest steel making. It is the chromite ore, the maxima is in the Odisha of the India. And any minerals today, country is looking for Viksit Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat. The Odisha state is going to make you Atmanirbhar. Out of 30 critical minerals, 21 critical mineral is in the land or in the forest of Odisha. I will tell you the state government support. We are working with Odisha Mining Corporation, one of the unit, and Madam Friend is their managing director. We are going to announce very, very soon, by March, we are going to install the first pilot plant of the country of platinum group of metal from chromite overburden. So we have worked with Odisha Mining Corporation. We have got a good concentration of that, and Odisha Mining Corporation, CSIR IMT, and Mintech South Africa are working together, and this first pilot plant will be inaugurated in March. So that is the towards Atmanirbharta and Viksit Bharat. Like that, yesterday, lot of my friends were discussing, be practical. Lot of catalytic material is there in the waste. So waste to wealth, now that terms has to be forget. Waste should come as a resource, and that waste resource, Odisha has the maxima. You can take out gold, you can take out platinum. So now our eye has to change. We have to see that what we have thrown, there is nothing, so many things are there. So my friends, be practical. We use, this is the power of India, that we are having the cooperation across the globe. Good scientists like that, we are sitting here, Nobel laureates will be coming. Take learning from them, and we can do wonders. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. All the best, and a special thanks to all the faculty of ICER and a student of Professor Ganguly for arranging such a nice hospitable environment. Wish you all the success. Thank you. Jai Hind, Vande Utkal Janni.
Thank you, Professor Narayan. And quite nicely put about how we are well placed to address SDG goals. So we now request Professor Scott Weber, Provost, University at Buffalo, USA, to say a few remarks to initiate the conference.
Well, good morning, everyone, and it is again a pleasure to be here on behalf of the university president, Satish Tripathi, my colleagues, especially Paris Prasad, who I think if you don't know, you will by the end of the conference. We're so pleased to be here. You know, the reason we're here, and all our guests have already talked about this extensively, is we are here to listen to stimulating talks, to exchange ideas, to make new friends, and to advance science. That's its really simplest form. And we're excited to be here with our colleagues across India and our colleagues across the globe to pursue these goals. This is made possible by the distinguished guests we have on the panel. And one of the things I've also learned from my colleague is I can never compliment people as well as Paris does. So I'm not going to try, Paris, but congratulations and thank you for your support. But I want to just maybe single out one person, which is Director Ganguly, who his team, he's shown his leadership to pull this together, and as well as the organizing committee. I'm so grateful. And then finally, this morning's performance was so beautiful, and it really started our performance in such a nice way. I want to compliment our guests as well. So thank you all. It's a pleasure to be here. I look forward to a very stimulating event. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weber. We now request our chief guest, Ms. Anu Garg, IAS, Development Commissioner, Government of Odisha, to give her address to the delegates.
This is the challenge of coming after a person who's so tall. So good morning, everyone. Professor Ganguly, Professor Das, faculty from University of Buffalo, Professor Weber, Professor Prasad, Professor Ghosh, Professor Narayan, all faculty members present here, students, researchers. It's such a pleasure to be here and a privilege for me to be here amidst such august scientific community. In fact, when Professor Ganguly came to me, inviting me to be here, I thought I should be the last person to be here, since I'm a public policy person, implementing government programs. But you know why I am here? I am here to celebrate with you the international focus on developing scientific temper. This is a priority which Government of India has, which state government has, and the time has come when we need to focus on research, and I'm so happy that this is happening here in Berhampur. I am also here to acknowledge the role and growth of institutions like ISER. As Professor Ganguly mentioned, this is the 7th such institution, and this is the newest one. So I'm so happy that such a young institution is organizing such a big conference. So kudos to the institution. I'm also here to appreciate that after 33 years, this conference has come back to India, my country, to Orissa, our state, and to Berhampur. So this is outstanding, and I'm so happy that it is happening. I'm also here to salute each one of you for doing such a great service. I mean, very often when basic research takes place, you know, it goes unheralded at some times. Only a few people get awards. But we all know the effort, the time, the resources, the energy each one of you put as researchers, as faculty members. So a salute, a huge shout out to each one of you for making lives simple and comfortable for common people like us. Thank you very much. As you know, Government of India has embarked on this exercise looking 25 years ahead. That is when India turns 100. And in these 25 years, the thing that is going to catapult India's progress is going to be progress in research, progress in this area of science. Like that, Government of Orissa also is going to be looking at a 25-year horizon. But we are also looking at 2036. That is when Orissa turns 100. So the state had attained its statehood in 1936. And so we are looking 12 years ahead and then 25 years ahead also. In that, we see a huge role for scientific research, and that is why this is one of the reasons I'm here to reaffirm to each one of you our commitment to ensuring that institutions like ISER, institutions like IIMT, NISER, all such institutions which are doing so much of research are actually, they flourish, and whatever little problems are there, we are here to sort them out. It is not any great thing that we are doing, it is our duty. Gentlemen, ladies, I am very, very happy. I didn't know so much about ISER, but I'm so happy that not only are they doing a lot of things in genetics, structural biology, quantum materials, etc., but they are entering into a lot of partnerships. And we all know the kind of synergy that can come, much of which is visible here with so many institutions sitting together. But the other thing which is very exciting for me is the community engagement. So I'm told that they have this Springer Nature India research tours, and the teachers, students, they go right up to the field and they engage with the community, with the villages, looking for the larger societal good. So that is something very, very exciting. Government of India, as perhaps all of you are aware, better than me maybe, has several initiatives, be it the Atal Innovation Mission, Startup India, which offers tax incentives for entrepreneurs, be it the National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations, Nidhi, which promotes grassroots level innovation, or TIDE, which is technology incubation and development of entrepreneurs. Many such things are there, like Genesis and STIP. And likewise, the state government also has many scholarships. In fact, we recently started a scholarship called Odia Uttam Chhatrapati, which is like a scholarship to some of the students from backward communities to actually take up postgraduate and doctoral programs in renowned foreign universities. So government would be sponsoring those. We are also funding innovation from incubation centers in IIT Bhubaneswar, in NIT Rourkela, in Berhampur University also. We have set up this Orissa Marine Biotechnology Research and Innovation Corridor, OMBRIC, and we hope to become a biotech innovation hub. And recently, we have also started on a strategy for artificial intelligence. So we had this huge workshop. Many of you were participating in that. And we are hoping that very soon we'll be coming out with an independent artificial intelligence policy. I'm very happy that soon you will be having a Nobel laureate speaking to you. It is such a privilege to all the researchers and students who are present here. I'd like to just say that, these are opportunities which don't come again. So please make the most of it. And to all the women who are here, present here, let me tell you that while very often glass ceilings are there, but it is for us to break those glass ceilings and to enter areas which people thought women will never enter. So all the best to each one of you, and I hope you have a very fruitful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We thank our Chief Guest, Ms. Anu Garg, for those really insightful words, especially at the end, as well as in the beginning. And we are looking forward to all those development initiatives that you were talking about. Thank you. We have, as everyone has been saying, this is really a homecoming, and we thought we should commemorate this. So there's going to be an abstract book opening. So it almost resembles a PhD thesis. I'm sure, may I request the volunteers to please bring it on. A copy of each is now being handed over to the dignitaries on the dais. We request you to kindly display it to the audience. And with this, we also would sit, because it is really a huge dissertation. I thank all the dignitaries, and we've really reached the conclusion of this event. With this, I request Professor Ashok Kumar Ganguly to kindly provide the vote of thanks.
So just because we have the Nobel laureate lecture, so I just want to say one or two things, that I am really profoundly grateful to Ma'am Anu Garg, my colleagues in science and as directors in Odisha, Professor Ghosh and Professor Ramanuj, and of course, Madam, for not only being an academic partner in southern Odisha, but also helping me in many things which we need access in this part of the country. But it was really Paras Prasad who made me do this, and he's the man behind it. And I am really grateful that you don't know his persuasion. He can bring maybe he can bring Donald Trump next time, right? He can get anything. So you see, he has 10 people from University of Buffalo, and from Brazil, and from Poland, and from Czech Republic. They're all, Paras has to connect. And of course, I'm very glad Professor Jagadish is there, from President of the Australian Academy of Sciences, kindly has come. Professor Sanat Kumar from Columbia. Jim, my old friend from Iowa State. You are younger to me. Thanks for coming. Professor Sanjay Mathur from Germany. Professor Kouari from Morocco. Andrea from France. Helena from Romania. And Professor Gomez and Ingrid from Brazil. And many other friends are there. Johannes, they're all here. I'm really proud and that I could bring all of you here. Thanks for coming. And I assure you, with ma'am here, next time you come, you will be zipping through the roads and flying into Berhampur. So I just want the last point to be, lot of institutes have worked. So not only our volunteers, nicer faculty have helped us, IMMT faculty have helped us, and I think IOP or ICT faculty have helped us in many manners. So this is a real Odisha, pan-Odisha, cooperation, and many of them are here. Some of them are still in Bhubaneswar. There was a faculty traveling from Kuala Lumpur. Night he was received at 12, put up in Welcome Hotel in Bhubaneswar, and then put up in a car in the morning, and he probably is going to reach at 11:30. So thanks to everybody. And now I would like to call you to please come down so that we can hear the Nobel lecture. So thank you very much. All of them.
Good, very good.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you to all the dignitaries. I now hand over the mic to Dr. Rahul to take the proceedings further.